Today. Super excited about that. Another week, halfway over. Well, another week all the way over from the last live. So, welcome to Become with Kandy. I am Kandy. For those of you that don't know me, I am a business owner and I have started a new Facebook video live series, if you will. Right now, they're on Wednesdays at 11. That's why I'm here today. For those of you that watched my last video, could you please put a 1 in the comment bar? And those of you that are new to me, I would like you to put a 2, just so I can see who's kind of been here and who hasn't. That would help me great with great information. So I do have a couple of notes, so I apologize if I look away because this is a pretty good topic. And I've been seeing it everywhere, so I thought I would talk about it just a little bit today. We are going to talk about the hype about honey. I was pretty excited that we launched some honey products, more so than the one that we already have for the most part. I've been seeing it kind of out in the wild everywhere. My favorite coffee shop just started making 2 honey flavored coffees. I have tried the one has lavender in it, and I don't know that I am a lavender drinking person. So I haven't tried that one personally, but I have tried the vanilla honey coffee drink, and it is really, really good. So getting right into it, I want to talk about the benefits and the health aspects of using honey and what our honey is compared to some of the other kinds of honey, because there is a name that we will be using quite a bit while explaining these products. So when I think of honey, I automatically think of my grandmother's house and that honey bear. And I remember eating it with peanut butter in a bowl with a spoon. I know a lot of people use it for sore throats and in their tea. I just started drinking tea lately, so I think I'm going to get some raw honey to put into my tea drinks because I think it's going to make it much more enjoyable than plain. And I did add sugar to it yesterday and it made it okay, but I think honey will give it that added extra sweetness that I'm looking for in particular. So it is really great to ease sore throats, and it does help with digestive issues. So upon my research, they talk about a lot about probiotics. I'm sorry, I didn't mute my phone. They talk a lot about probiotics, and if you watch any kind of TV whatsoever, you know that yogurt talks about having probiotics and how good it is for your digestive system and get you back into a better schedule and make your insides work much more smoothly so you're not having any complications and issues. They also have added benefits of being antibacterial. I didn't know that. And also antiviral. And of course, it's naturally made, so it is resourced naturally. We don't have to wreck anything, shouldn't be wrecking anything to use it. It is a sustainable product. Talking about adding it to your tea, there are a couple of researches that have gone on that talked about boosting your energy. And with boosting your energy, it comes more critical thinking, better memory. So I would say that's a pretty good added benefit if it boosts your energy and makes you remember what you were supposed to be doing to begin with. That to me is a good thing because I feel like I'm kind of all over the place sometimes. So maybe I just need to step back, get some honey in me, and everything will be better. Of course, I'm sure it's over time being used and that kind of stuff too. There are definitely things that are going to play a better role if you make it part of your routine. It acts like a sleep aid. I didn't know that either. I am finding so much good things about this honey stuff. As far as the sleep aid goes, it says it naturally induces your sleep because it helps raise your insulin levels, and in turn it releases serotonin, and serotonin converts into melatonin when it's time for you to go to sleep. So then you don't have to take any more supplements. You just have to have a spoonful of honey and your sore throat will go away, your digestive system will work, and you'll fall asleep because now you have serotonin. It balances the body and it helps your skin. So it rejuvenates kind of from the inside out. It helps with, it says it improves overall well-being, including eyesight, weight loss, and helps reduce nausea. So if you can't see and you feel like throwing up, take some honey. I know I'm being silly, but we have 4 new honey products that we just launched last week. It's been since last Wednesday. We have a honey face mask. I am so excited to try this and do a live demonstration for you. When you take the cap off, from what I've been told, because I haven't used it, I haven't touched it, it looks like raw honey. It smells like raw honey. It has a couple of other things in it other than the honey, but the most ingredient it has is honey. So you put it on your face liberally and you let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. Then you take a warm washcloth and you kind of melt it away. You don't want to scrub or pull. Did I mention it's antibacterial? Do you know what antibacterial honey is going to do for the acne and the dirt and the bacteria that you have on your face with this honey mask? It's going to take that away. So if you have somebody that is acne prone or has a lot of issues with having breakouts or any kind of reactions to certain things, using this honey mask for that 10 to 15 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week, is going to help clear that up. We also have it's called Buzz Peel. It is a skin peel, not like a chemical peel. Similar, it takes the dead skin off. You can use it from neck to toes, and it is a liquid. It almost looks like a hand soap, but not quite as thick. Heather, yes, it would be awesome for teenagers, especially in this kind of awkward stage where our boys are at, with the puberty and the facial hair and the boy smell. It should definitely help a lot with those circumstances. This Buzz Peel, it kind of goes on like soap, and it comes in a pump bottle, so you pump it on and you rub, and it takes away or releases your dead skin. So your dead skin will bubble up and like just kind of show up on the surface of your skin. I do have that on order, so I'm definitely going to be showing that when I get it. And I have a couple of videos from girls that have tried it that I can post as well. But I thought that was really cool. So you get that, you peel off your dead skin, and that gives you that nice resurfaced skin, and it gives you the opportunity to get your summer skin where you want it to be. Get that dead layer of winter skin off finally and get it out of there. We also have a hand cream. This is the shape and size of the bottle. This is the Working Girl that's not available anymore, but if you did like this Working Girl or the Ain't That the Youth, it is that same formula, but now it is in the honey scent and it has the raw honey and vanilla flavor. So it's a moisture barrier hand cream, and you can use it as often as you want. This has a minimal smell to it, so it's not as much scent as our Big Fat Yummy hand creams, but definitely as great. And then we have the Be Yourself Skin Stick. Reading about all of these benefits that honey have, To me, it reminds me a lot of the Healer, and I thought I had that. I must have dropped it. Our Healer skin stick is shea butter, and I know I talked about that last week, and you can put it on scrapes and bumps and burns and bruises and whatever, and it helps soften and get your skin healing a little bit faster. With the honey complex in it, it's going to increase that value or that soothing much more quickly with that honey in there because it is antibacterial. It is antiviral. So I have, let's see where my notes are. It says that instead of using rubbing alcohol on your cuts and scrapes. So if you're like right now, it's time to clean up the yard and mow your lawn and that kind of stuff. So if you get any scrapes on your legs or arms or whatever, it says to put a thin layer of honey over it. It's got to be raw honey, not processed honey. It has to be the raw honey so that it has all of the good things in it and nothing is boiled out. Instead of using your bathroom produced manufactured items such as alcohol or peroxide or anything like that, it says to put this layer of honey on your skin. Just slap it on there, wrap it in gauze. The one lady that I saw was a Dr. Oz episode. She said that if you have a skin abrasion and you put this honey on there and you wrap it in gauze 3 times a day, you should only have to do that for like 2 days. The honey will heal your skin and it will pull all of the bacteria out and it will soothe your skin and it will make you a much happier person than having to try to put rubbing alcohol on an open wound or peroxide on an open wound. It blows my mind. Why are we using all of these manufactured things that burn the crap out of you and ruin your skin and make you cry when you could just slap some honey on it? I think honey needs to be in everything by the sounds of it. What else? Let's see. Heather, do you have any more questions for me? I'd love to answer. I thought I had a couple other notes. Yeah, here they are. It says it helps with blood sugar. Like I said, with having my tea, instead of adding white sugar, add the honey for your sweetener because your body doesn't digest or handle the white sugar as well, especially if you're diabetic. It says, and I quote, "It is a godsend for skin. It improves tightness, moisturizes, and creates radiant, younger looking skin. So using a face mask, it helps reduce signs of aging and helps reduces blemishes and signs of wrinkles. And it is bacterial, antibacterial. So it helps reduce acne and any other bacteria issues that you're having with your skin, whether it be your bacne or I had a girl try the buzz peel like on this part of her arm. She has those little red bumps. I bet putting that honey mask on there will help improve that as well. I like honey in my food. Like I said, they have that drink. Cost is better isn't always efficient. Yes, it is a little bit more expensive to get honey, but honey lasts longer because you don't have to use as much. And I am, of course, starting to go a little bit more local. So I spent a lot of money on the last thing of honey, like almost $8, but it lasted me a long time. To buy locally at farmers markets. Yes, and it says in here that it does help allergies because it gives you a little bit of that pollen. So it's almost like a vaccine. From what I understand about vaccines, being a mom of 3 kids, and the controversy that we have with vaccines, just because you have a vaccine doesn't mean you're not going to get sick with something. I know there's a lot of controversy about the measles. I'm not going there. But yes, I love buying local honey, and I am starting to buy more local of everything because I want that sustainability. I want our beekeepers to keep their businesses. I know in the last, I think the article that I read was 2013 or 2016, that honeybees were being wiped out by viruses. They're only little bitty guys. They can't handle the pesticides. They can't handle all of the stuff that we're putting on our yards to keep it look pretty. I saw a post earlier on Facebook this week or last week that said for the dandelions that are coming out, that is their first source of food. So if you cannot put pesticides on your lawn right away with the dandelions coming out, that is going to be better for our bee colonies because they can't handle the pesticides. It hasn't been tested, and they're not surviving. So if you haven't watched the Bee Movie, I know it's a cartoon, but it has a good message behind it. If we don't have bees to pollinate the flowers, if we don't have bees to produce the honey, we will have nothing. We will have no food. We will have no honey. We will have no fruits. We will have no flowers. We will have nothing without the bee colonies. That's a pretty big deal. Maybe that's why the dinosaurs went extinct, because they didn't have the bees. I don't know. But honey never goes bad. I like that. You do have to keep it in a dry, warm place. I have had it crystallize hard as a rock, but it doesn't go bad. And I originally got it. I used it in a couple of recipes. And it takes a lot for the recipes that I used, but I wanted good local raw honey. I know the bears are really cute. They're not practical. It's plastic. It ends up in the dump. Then it ends up in the oceans. So with Earth Day being on Monday, with spring being here loud and proud today, it was 30 degrees this morning, it's 60 degrees this afternoon. Welcome to Michigan. That's the way it works. We have to start keeping our communities in better condition. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I have to teach my kids how to live in a world that isn't going to have the things that they have now, because they're going to use it all up. If we don't make things sustainable, and I'm not one of those protesting people. I'm not going to, this is my soapbox right here. This is where we're going to have this conversation, and that's going to be it. But my kids are living in luxury right now, and their kids are going to have nothing if it keeps up the way that it is. That's just the way. I mean, I see it coming, and it scares me to death. So I take my kids camping. I take my kids to where they have to light a fire to cook their food. I make sure that they know why we're doing the things that we do, and why I shop where I do, and why, I let them know why. Because if they don't know why, they're not going to know any better when they're doing it on their own. Everything comes with a purpose. Everything that we have has a purpose. Because why else would we have it? Honey is definitely top on my list. I am a super great advocate right now. And I haven't always been, it's not always been my ambition to save the world or save the bees or whatever, but knowing and learning and doing this investigation on my own and making it a part of who I am and why we're doing the things that we're doing definitely touches my heart a little bit better. The one product I can say is the reason I'm doing this right now is the honey. Hands down, if you haven't read my story, go to my website and check it out, because I will never ever say one bad word about this lotion, and I don't even hardly use it every day. But this is why I am where I am right now. So with that being said, also, for those of you that are replaying, if you could like my post if there's a like button, and share it with your friends. I'm going to enter you in a drawing. Heather, that includes you. So like my post and share it. Enter done when you do that, and I will enter you in a drawing. And I think I'm going to do the honey honey. So if you need a honey honey, I will send this to you for liking and sharing. And also, if you want to see what else we have in the honey world, if you would go to my website, I have a page specifically devoted to honey and the products that we just talked about for 10% off for the next 12 hours till midnight. And what I have on there, I have a couple of extra bonus items on there, but for the most part, I have the hand cream on there, the skin stick, the buzz peel, and the face mask are all 10% off until midnight tonight. And make sure that you like and share my post to get entered into the drawing. I will do that tomorrow at, let's say, 11. So you have 24 hours to share. And I think that's it. I think I'm off my soapbox. So don't forget to check out my why on my website. It's on the homepage, right front and center. There I am. And there's a honey page. If you click on the graphic, or if you click on the 10%, it's going to take you to my shopping page. Those are going to be through me, not on the website. You guys, those deals are not on the website. So if you go to my Perfectly Posh website, that sale isn't on there. So you're not going to get it there. You're only going to get it on my blog, which I posted in the links. So if you have any other questions, let me know. I'm going to be here in and out throughout the day, and I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a rest of your fantastic Wednesday, and we'll see you next time.